Hey, Deserving listeners, it's time to continue our journey watching Tarik and Hazel on 90 Day Fiancé. This is in the past. I'm watching these in preparation for the new Season 8 90 Day Fiancé season that is starting in December 2020. They are supposed to be on it, so I wanted to catch up and get the backstory on them. Let's get to the show.
There's an almost formed chicken and an egg, and you literally like eat the chick out of the eggshell whole. Let me hold it. Oh, Lord, Lord. Oh!
I don't know why, but I always like these scenes. I think it's because as an Asian American who grew up in an all-white community, I was frequently doing that to my friends, having them eat all sorts of things that they thought was very strange and having them make those faces. And from my standpoint, I'm like, I eat this for enjoyment, and you're like throwing up because just looking at it, or you can't even stand the way it smells. And I consider kimchi or whatever it is to be some kind of special treat. My mouth is watering thinking about kimchi.
To leave to America. Hello.
Hey. So where we going?
I don't know. You let me know. Okay.
You want Sprite? Some drinks?
Sure. Thank you. I'm really trying to be nice because I do not like fighting with my brother like this. I'm not the bad guy. I'm the guy that's cautious. I'm the guy that's trying to tell him, find out about this girl.
Yeah, fine, great. Say that. Don't berate her for being so poor that she can't live with her own son. How about that? Also, you can express your fears and say, hey, brother of mine, I am afraid and worried about you, 100%. But the hostility and the assumption that there's something wrong with her without having data is unfair and weird. I mean, it's a weird dynamic where Tarik is like trying to win her over. He's also trying to figure out, wait, do we work out? And then this guy comes in and is just like super hostile, like a steamroller. It's a weird dynamic. This show often has this character where the family member or the friend is like, oh, I'm going to question this person. We're going to figure out what's going on here. But this guy is times 10 with that.
I just ate a duck fetus out of the shell.
How's the taste? Do you like it?
I got a better question. Why we ain't talking about yesterday? I'm trying to find out about this woman that you talking about, you bringing back to the States. Because I'm down here to get to know who she is.
Going forward in the future, stay the hell out of our business. I mean, don't worry about it.
My bad. You understand me? I'm visiting, baby boss.
Again, I understand that you're worried about your brother. That's fine. He's doubling down on his attitude. I thought he might be like, look, I'm sorry for coming on strong last night. I'm just worried about my brother. He's doubling down. He's like, yeah, hey, are we going to talk about last night? Because I still have questions. It's like, whoa. Now, maybe I'll know that he's the right one and that Tarik should be worried about this. So I guess time will tell.
Speaking of visiting, tomorrow,
We're going to El Nido.
which is like some islands.
Yeah, so y'all having a little romantic little thing, something like that?
Yeah.
You sure you're gonna be enough room for him up there? In y'all bedroom?
My God, what is happening? Let's rewind this. I don't know what to say about what he is doing here. So they're telling him, we're going on a trip together. And he said, oh, little romantic thing in a very passive-aggressive way. And then he asks her, do you think you're enough woman for him in the bedroom? Yikes. Let's rewatch that.
I mean, don't worry about it.
My bad. You understand me? I'm visiting, baby boss.
Speaking of visiting, tomorrow,
We're going to El Nido.
which is like some islands.
Yeah, so y'all having a little romantic little thing or something like that?
Yeah.
You sure you're gonna be enough for him up there? In y'all bedroom?
Here he goes. Me and her business is me and her business.
How is she supposed to answer that question? What is she supposed to say that he would be happy with? What is his goal? Is he just trying to hurt her? Maybe he's a genius and he's trying to create a triangulated third so the two of them bond because they both hate him. You know, when you have a common enemy, you're friends, right? So maybe he's a genius, and maybe like we'll see an interview with him next episode and it'll be like, the whole time I was just playing a game. I was trying to heat up their relationship. I was trying to be the bad guy so they could both, you know, hate me and fall in love with each other. Let's hope for that.
Dean is offensive. I don't want to talk about private life in front of many people.
I mean, another part of this, I just have to say, whenever I watch this show, I cringe about Americans living up to their reputation, if you know what I mean, and being overbearing and imposing your will on other people. We're not exactly known for our subtleties around the world and our respect for other people and their cultures. So I just cringe at stuff like this. Now, it's just one example, but it feels kind of like a representation of the way we treat other human beings, particularly in the Philippines in history. If you know the way that we have treated people in the Philippines, there's pros and cons, but there's been a lot of cons. Anyway, the point is as an American, I just wish that they would represent themselves or represent us as a nation a little better. But what do I expect? Why do I expect that? Tarik is representing well. He seems like I said, I have seen nothing out of him that has made me worried. He seems very even-keeled. He's not pressuring. He's sticking. And, you know, so let's point that out. A lot of times in this situation, the Tariks of the triangle will either stay out of it, like Colt, right? He stays out of the fight between his cousin and Larissa. Or like when Jesse had his friend in the Netherlands, I believe, was attacking Darcy, Jesse just took a backseat. Well, my friend's just going to question you. I don't know what's happening. Tarik is stepping in and being, hey, knock it off, which is, I think, the right thing to do here.
All right, so you're gonna have to fend for yourself.
Okay, I got you.
We good?
Enjoy. I may be the third wheel, but I told him why I was coming, and he was cool with that. And now they're going away or whatnot. There's nothing I can freaking do but wait and see if my brother gets any sense and find out. All she's trying to do is get into America.
Eesh. You can have both, as I always say. She could be both wanting to come to the States so that she can have a better life for her son and herself and whatever more kids she has, and for her grandkids and the whole thing. That's the dream of every human, really. Not every human, but a lot of humans, which is I want to have kids and I want them to have a better life than I had. And I want their kids to have a better life than my kids had. That's often the altruistic ideal. So to want that is to be human and to be good. We would want a mother to want what's best for her son, right? Now, if coming to the States is necessarily going to do that, I don't know. I don't know if that's automatic for sure. I mean, who knows what kind of racism she'll experience, what kind of racism the child will experience, what kind of racism if they have kids that they will experience. As a biracial person myself, I can attest to that. So it's not like, yay, America, but she perceives it that way anyway. And it does make some sense in terms of security and other kinds of perks in life that Americans take for granted. So she can want that, and she can absolutely like him or love him or feel like there's definitely potential there to fall in love. So both can be true, is the thing that I find boggling that a lot of the people on the show don't consider, that she can both be absolutely dating him because he's an American and she wants to come to America, and absolutely be willing to explore a affectionate, real love relationship with him at the same time. Those things can coexist. Now, I should say they also could not coexist, meaning that she could be in it just for the green card, and she could not like him at all, and she could never intend to like him, but there's no evidence pointing in that direction. So anyway, frankly, I'm glad that they're leaving the brother behind. I can't imagine why he came in the first place. Unless, like I said, he's a genius, and because they already seem a little bit more bonded than before, so maybe he is manipulating them to actually fall in love. Who knows? All right, well, that does it for that episode of Psychology in Seattle, in which I watch this show and react to it. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm always curious what you think. What do you think of this couple? I'm genuinely curious because I don't know what people think of them. And everyone out there, please take care of yourself because you deserve it. You really, really do.